Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning the week of May 18th in my Aura Estelle A5 wide cloud planner. These are the Erin Condren vertical neutral binder pages, which I have repunched to put in here. So it is the same format as an Erin Condren vertical neutral coil bound, and this is my memory planner. I do have a full setup for this planner linked down in the description below. And this week I'm going to be using this pink lemonade kit from Sticky Essentials. I am so obsessed with this. As soon as I got it in the mail, I was like, this needs to be used like right away. It's got these really cute picnic vibes with the lemons, and it's very pink and yellow. I just absolutely love it. I think this is a great like late spring, early summer kit, so I am really excited to use this, and this is my first time planning in the reformat, in the Sticky Essentials reformat, which just came out. So you get a lot of different like shapes and different stuff now. And this is actually the full kit. It did come with the glitter headers included. You get the extra full box, some pattern washi, and tons and tons and tons of functional stuff. So I love the look of this reformat, especially this label-y page with the 1/3 boxes, the squared off boxes, and these little squares. I'm really excited to try this out. It looks like such a fun format to plan with. And I did also pre-cut down the washi strips to try and make that easier for myself. And look how cute those date covers are. So I am going to pull out these pages and jump in. So I'm going to get started with the date covers and these date dots from Harriet Wright Designs. Sorry if the video ends up looking a little bit jumpy and like a little bit weird. There was some kind of error on my camera, of course, and I had to like recover the video footage, which sometimes makes it look a little bit weird, and there was like a small chunk of footage that I just couldn't recover no matter how many times I ran it through the software that fixes the footage. But just like this was just such an of course moment, because when I filmed this, which you'll hear about in kind of like a couple of weeks, I like hadn't filmed anything in so long. We had actually just gotten back from staying at my dad's house for a while because a big storm knocked out our power for like half a week. And anyway, you'll hear more about that in a couple of weeks when it actually happened. So I'm super behind on spreads. It's like the middle of June while I'm filming, while I filmed this and did the voiceover, but I'm just catching up on all my memory spreads. But I absolutely love this kit, and I like just got this in the mail and was just like, nope, I'm using this right away. Usually I keep stuff for a while or sit and like work it into my things later and everything, and you know, usually you're buying stuff a season ahead anyways, but this was kind of like a late spring release, and I was just like, as soon as I got this, I just had to use it. Sticky Essentials has a really great customer service, and she is usually ships really fast, but this I had ordered kind of during the peak of some of the mailing issues, and she had posted like that her paper supplier ran out of paper, and so then it took her a while to fill this. Like not super understanding, not anyone's fault, and I absolutely love Sticky Essentials. Her paper quality is so nice. It's a really nice premium matte. I love this reformat. I think this looks so cute, and I have been talking to her a little bit on Instagram, and she's gonna do like a bigger reformat on the mini kit to like kind of improve that functionality as well soon too. And her shop has like a really great price point as well. I think it's like $20 for an ultimate kit and like $12.50 for a mini kit, something like that. So anyway, I put down these gorgeous full boxes. I love everything about this kit and like just the picnic vibes. I originally wanted to use that pink polka dot washi, which I think looks really cute, but I needed a thinner piece of washi just because I had cut the other one. So I went ahead and grabbed this gold, and there you can see that footage jump is where I just kind of lost some footage and could not get it back, unfortunately. I was just like so frustrated. I had planned this whole cute thing, and then of course it's like my first time filming in forever, and I haven't lost camera footage in so long, so it was just like a weird thing that happened. You guys know I love yellow, so I had to go ahead and pull some more yellow into this as well. So I grabbed some yellow washi and some yellow Clever Gal Crafts stuff in during the week as well. And then I used this yellow box, and I'm going to lose it later because I accidentally put like my memory keeping space where I usually put my meal tracker, and my meal tracker where I usually put my memory keeping space. So I like, without even thinking, started writing my meals on that, and there's only 6 slots, so I couldn't save it. So I ended up pulling it out and replacing it with the pink one. Thankfully, there's another extra one on the sheet, and it still looks really cute, but I definitely would have preferred the yellow one. So I am just using some of these little corners from Sadie Stickers, and I use like some more kind of slight foil overlays for this week, like nothing too crazy, just like kind of ones that are like really thin framing boxes. And then as well, these cute bowline washi headers, glitter overlays foil overlays, I cannot think, from Artbox stickers, and then these bow ones from Sadie Stickers, and I went every other with those. I just think it looks really, really cute. I don't know. I used a lot of foil in this kit, and I like only used foil and Fox and Pip Girls to do. I have a couple things from Hello Petite Paper as well. Anyway, on to the day by day. Monday was just like a super rough kid morning. Like the kids were just beyond awful, and just it was a really rough morning, and so I marked that down with the hexagon and that little Magic Prince Co onesie. And then my mom did come over on Monday like usual to help with the kids, and because I do work on Mondays, and so she came over, and I'm just like repositioning that appointment label 6 million times, and that heart is from Clever Gal Crafts, and I'm pretty sure that's from the Pink Lemonade set, which I used a lot of this week. And then I did my regular Monday thing that I always do for work, and I was like trying to figure out what to do, but I decided to go ahead and use a Clever Gal Crafts flag, which is usually how I mark work, and bring in a little bit more yellow. And then that afternoon, I was just reading. I think I was reading Date Me, Bryson Keller, which I finished the next day. It was like a really short, adorable YA book that I really super liked. And it's like a new release. I actually did buy it, which I almost never do for YA, but I just really wanted to read it. And then that night, my husband and I played TV. We watched TV and played cards. We were playing gin, and we started Never Have I Ever, which my husband ended up not finishing because he didn't really care for it, but I loved it so much. It's like one of the best shows that I've watched recently. It's really funny. It's written by Mindy Kaling. It's about like high school students. It feels like super authentic. I mean, I'm far removed from high school at this point, but it felt like super authentic. The way I would describe it is like the main character is a really, really smart, like driven, like wants to get into an Ivy League school, but also just like wants to be popular, and she's like really smart, but she has serious anger management control issues, and she just makes like the formula is just like make a really horrible decision, instantly regret it, dig your heels in, and then like rinse, repeat. And I feel like that kind of goes with my own high school experience, so I just really enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, then on Tuesday we went for a walk, and then I worked out with the kids, and I used that Fox and Pip Yoga Girl, and we had like a really fun, I think we did workout videos, and we ran in like the field that's by us, so it was just really fun. We've been doing that a lot lately to kind of like burn some energy out, and it usually makes for like a really happy day, so Tuesday was a really happy day. And then I did finish Date Me, Bryson Keller that day, which I did. Like I said, I thought that book was really, really cute. And then that night I just hung out and watched TV and chilled, and I watched some more Never Have I Ever, etc. On Wednesday, we went for another walk in the morning. The weather was super, super beautiful this week, so I spent a lot of time outside. And then my daughter had her school Zoom, so we did that. And then while the kids were napping, I actually had some time and did a planning session, because I got all 3 kids to nap at the same time, which is always like the most amazing feeling in the world. It's really hard to do because the baby doesn't nap for like that long at a time, and my oldest one almost never takes a nap, but she still has to have quiet time in her bed, and sometimes she still falls asleep. But anyway, so it was just like a stars aligned kind of thing, and I used a Fox and Pip Girl to mark the nap, and a laptop from Artbox Stickers to mark the Zoom. And then I had pulled this from Fox and Pip also, but it just was like way too big to fit in that space, so I ended up just grabbing a little piece of deco from the kit that looked like a little notebook to mark that, and then a script. Eventually, I will find the script from Nicole Alexia Designs that says planning sesh. I just thought that was cute. And then this was like a really busy day. I had a lot of stuff to mark, so I was just trying to squeeze everything in. So it's going to take me a few minutes to figure out this bottom section here, because I was trying to make sure I could fit 4 things in. And Sticky Essentials, her little things are actually a little bit bigger than traditional little things. They're like, they're not as big as a quarter box, but they're not like as small as a regular size little thing, if that makes sense. And these little strips that are solid are the same size as the little things. They just don't have an icon on them, which is actually really nice, because then you can use like different, like clear icons or whatever, work with them as well. So anyway, that afternoon I finished Never Have I Ever on TV. That evening I had a girls Zoom, and then that night I finished a book that I had started before I started Date Me, Bryson Keller, but then like paused to read that, and then went back and finished, which was A Discovery of Witches, which I like I liked and I didn't like. I don't know. I feel mixed on it, and that's like an adult fantasy book. But I really liked the world, but I didn't like super like the characters, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. Their relationship kind of bothered me, like the main woman and her vampire boyfriend. I don't know. I didn't like them together so much but I think like the world it's like kind of like a Da Vinci Code-esque world where it's like the science of magic, and I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, I grabbed a heart from Clever Gal Crafts. Those TV sticker with like the bow is from Harriet Wright Designs. The book stack and the phone are both from Crafts by Towie. So on to Thursday, my mom came over again to help with the kids and the laundry. My mom is amazing, and she kind of does all of our laundry while she's here, which is so nice. Anyway, and then we went for a walk. I originally stuck down this pattern box, but I end up subbing that out for a solid one later. Just didn't like the way it looked, but I still grabbed all the same stickers. So a Fox and Pip Girl, and then this walk script from, I think these are from Sticky Essentials, but they might be from Harriet Wright Designs. I have walk ones, I think, from both of those shops. And then I just did some more reading that afternoon, and as well, I had like a TV date night with my husband, and I just grabbed this big Fox and Pip TV girl or couple and put that on one of these squares. I think that looks really cute like that. I like really like that. And yeah, so I'm just figuring out how to like kind of fit everything together so that it looks okay. And like, I don't know, I struggled a little bit with the sizing because I love using those square boxes, but they're the same. I kind of wish they were just a drop smaller, but they're like the size of a half box, which I guess works really well with the Fox and Pip girls. But using them and then trying to fit everything I want to fit in was a little bit challenging. I'm like not because of anything in the kit, just like getting used to using some of these new shapes, which I do think look really cool and with my very busy style of planning. Anyway, on Friday, I went for another walk. Like I said, I walk like almost every day except Monday this week and the weekend, but we were like outside all weekend always. So yeah, so it was a really very outside week. And then my dad actually came over for lunch. He just like last minute decided to. I'm going to use a shoe from Hello Petite paper and then a heart from Clever Gal Crafts, which I typically use to mark like all the family stuff we do. And then the walk script again. Actually, I do think that one is from Harriet Wright Designs. And then I watched Motherland on TV. I'm pretty sure that was the season finale. That show is on Freeform, which used to be ABC Family, and it's like, again, I really like that show. I'm objectively speaking, I know it's bad, but I really have just very much enjoyed it. And then I had like a bath night that night, so I grabbed that script from Sticky Essentials and put that inside the box with the Fox and Pip Girl. I think that looks really cute. And then this morning, on Saturday morning, I had like just a super bad night of sleep with the baby, so I have these co-sleeping stickers from Fox and Pip, which I think are so cool, which I think it's like, I don't usually let the baby in the bed. It's like a third baby, and I feel like that's not a third baby thing. That's like a first baby thing. Although I guess some people always do that. Anyway, I don't let the kids in the bed with us, but I like that for marking when it's like a really bad night's sleep with our infant, who is like 3 months old. And then my husband took the kids to like this creek and with his mom so that I could have like a little bit of time. This is also when like some of the restrictions started easing in our state a little bit. And this weekend was the first weekend, you'll see in a minute, that we got to see my brother and his family. We did like an outside kind of distancing visit, if you will, at my dad's house. We've been seeing like grandparents for most of this, but this is like sort of the beginning, like the very beginning of when they were starting to talk about like what things might look like at the reopening. And then like over the next couple of weeks, like, I mean, we haven't really changed our behavior. We're seeing slightly more family than we were, but in a couple weeks, my oldest is actually going back to camp. So things in our state are starting to reopen a little bit. But anyway, also on Saturday, I just had a really chill day. I did some filming and planning. I got that Olive and June like Manny box in the mail, so I painted my nails with that. That was really exciting. I do actually really like the polish, and I do like the poppy brush. I don't think it's not like a miracle tool or anything like that, but it does make it a little bit easier to paint your nails than it otherwise is. And somehow I've gotten really great at painting my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand. but I feel like I struggle more using my right hand to paint my left hand now, which is super weird. And then that night we got Indian takeout and we actually watched Ready or Not, which is like, horror's not the right word. I don't know. It's like Cabin in the Woods, like that style horror, which my husband absolutely loves. I don't like any kind of horror movie, but I actually found this kind of funny and entertaining. I was also playing The Sims while I watched it, so I wasn't like fully engaged in it to feel like scared, if that makes sense. But it was just really enjoyable and just like very, very silly. It was just a very silly movie. And yeah, so that was kind of fun, and my husband really liked it. Not like as much as Cabin in the Woods, which I feel like is like, or like Drag Me to Hell, like movies like that, which he really likes, like horror comedies, if you will. But anyway, so he thought this was really fun too, and I did enjoy it, but I didn't think it was very scary. But also, I was not fully paying attention, which probably helped with the fear factor because I scare super easily. Anyway, then on Sunday we got Dunkin' Donuts, which I'd been dying for some donuts, and that was the first time I've gotten coffee, like not from our coffee maker or one of our coffee makers this whole time. So that was really enjoyable, and my husband went and picked it up and then brought it back, and then we took all the donuts and stuff over to my dad's house because it was just like really special because this was like the first time anyone had seen my brother and like his family, because they were not seeing anybody until this. So anyway, so that was the first time that we were seeing that. So everybody had brought like some crazy amount of food. We had so much food. And so we usually, when we go, we spend the whole day there and like let the kids nap there and stuff. It's just easier. I mean, even though it's only like 30 minutes away, it's just easier. And that family time sticker is from Rose Colored Days. And then I marked my brother coming over. And then that evening, we just kind of like chilled and watched TV. So I am finishing up with some of these flourishes from Rose Colored Days and like a little bit of the little foil deco going in there and some of these other dividers and just like a little bit more yellow washi and a little bit of gold washi as well to sort of just break things up and finish everything out. Oh my gosh, I love how this looks. It's such a like sunshine happy kit. It's just looking at it makes me super happy. I'm just feeling the lemon vibes and the lemonade vibes and just all of the yellow and hot pink. And then I waited until the end to fill everything out, which I've been doing lately and really liking, and just like really trying to take my time while I write. And this is like one of the neatest handwriting spreads I've done in a really long time. And that makes me extremely happy as well. And I did write in like, especially in the boxes, I wanted to make sure in those little square boxes that the writing looked super neat, because otherwise I don't think I would like them as much. But I really like the way that looks, using the scripts in there or using my writing in there. But yeah, anyway, this was, like I said, a really fun sunshiny week, just except for Monday was like a very happy week too, which is really nice. I feel like, we've had good weeks and bad weeks and all that kind of stuff. And there's also like nothing doing with the house this week, which was like probably the only week of that. I think we had just met with the architect and now we were waiting for the drawings, because things have really picked back up with the house again as we have gotten the drawings since then, and we're starting to like figure out things with the contractor and hopefully starting construction very soon because we are like running out of time. Anyway, as you can see, I had to pull up that yellow thing, which is a little bit of a tragedy, but it was going to drive me too crazy to try and squeeze the meals in and everything. So that is everything, and I am just gonna wiggle some last stuff around, and that is it. Oh, and these little hearts are from Harriet Wright Designs, and I just think they are so cute to like mix in. I've been trying to pull in a little bit more of this like foil deco into my spreads lately just to make it a little bit more special when I'm using less foil overlays on the full boxes. Okay, that is everything all finished up. I absolutely love how this looked, and I kept my handwriting so neat this week, so that makes me very happy. I did all of that writing in a Pigma Micron 03, and let me show you what I have left from the kit. This really cute stuff. I have like a good amount left. This was a full kit, not a mini kit, so I do have like a bit more left than usual, and I will think about what to do with my leftovers, or I will gift them along to someone who uses them / give them away, which I have done before. But that is everything. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!